Hello, Fredericksburg, Texas. Hello, world. Welcome to Informing Fredericksburg. To inform means to form what's inside. Nothing has more power to form our thinking and our being than the power of words, which begs the question, what words, which words, whose words? Informing Fredericksburg. We're going to visit with Julie Bedingfield coming up here in just a little bit. She's the HEB Public Affairs Manager. If for some reason we do have a thunderstorm brewing, in fact, a little thunder and lightning right now in Fredericksburg, so if we happen to lose the connection with Julie, just wanted to let everybody know we'll pick back up again and try to carry on, but hopefully we'll make it through the show, through this thunderstorm as well. We'll be back with more coming up right after these.
Toch Well Service will take care of all your water well needs that come after drilling. They specialize in water pump installation and repairs, servicing windmills, solar pumps, jets, submersible pumps, and pressure tanks. Toch Well Service has been in business since 2002 with 83 years combined experience. Their entire staff is dedicated to their customers. Toch Well Service supports all men and women in the United States military and first responders. Toch Well Service, 830-997-2413. On the web, hillcountrywaterwell.com, and look for them on Facebook.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Van and Jamie, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
Fredericksburg Trade Days wants to encourage everyone to stay healthy and be kind to your neighbors. When we get through this, we look forward to seeing you each month out on our little hill. Remember, water seeks its own level. So be what you want those around you to be. Visit us, FBGTradeDays.com. That's FredericksburgTradeDays.com. Check us out on Facebook. God bless, and we will get through this.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
And we're back informing Fredericksburg. JD Rose going to visit here with Julie Bedingfield, HEB Public Affairs Manager. I did want to mention right out of the chute, these are some true heroes right here, the folks at HEB. I mean, we've been missing the NBA, Major League Baseball, things like that. We can look up to them for their stats. We can aspire to be a better pitcher, to be a better hitter, to shoot better baskets, but they're not our heroes. The true heroes are out there on the front line right now. Our healthcare professionals on the front lines battling COVID-19. Our first responders, EMS, law enforcement, and by golly, our grocery stores that keep the shelves stocked and figuring out ways to make things move a little more smoothly along the way. And with that being said, I want to welcome on in here from HEB, the Public Affairs Manager, Julie Bedingfield. Julie, how are you doing? And tell us a little bit more about yourself before we get into the questions.
Yeah, I'm great, JD, and thank you for saying that. It's a point of pride for us to be able to serve Texans, and we certainly tip our hats to healthcare workers and every first responder and essential business on the front lines right now. And we're just proud to be kind of amongst that group, trying to provide some sense of normalcy to folks during this time, and keeping them stocked with their necessities, their food and staples. So it's really an honor to have our doors open and to be continuing to serve Texans during this very strange time that we're all living through.
You bet. Well, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been with HEB for going on almost 6 years now. I'm born and raised San Antonian, and we work and live here in San Antonio, but I get to support our fantastic Hill Country stores. What better stores to go visit? Typically make sure we visit them on a Friday so we can stay all weekend long in the Hill.
There you go.
We're very strategic about that. And just proud to be a Texan, to be here, live here. Graduated from the University of Texas, and have worked for some really great Texas-based companies prior to HEB. Got to serve and work for the San Antonio Spurs, who, like you said, we sure are missing that distraction and entertainment that they provide right now. But we're all in this together, and we'll get through it.
You bet, absolutely. And HEB has certainly rolled with the punches, as you're gonna prove here. I mean, you guys, hats off to you. You're just having to get creative as you go and figure out things as you go. I guess we all are in a way. But my wife normally does the shopping because we try to just send one out. Although Saturday she had some things going on around the house and we needed a couple of things, so I went, put on the mask, of course, but there's shields up at the registers, got glass shields. Can you fill us in on how the store is helping with the social distancing and how you sanitize the store and just overall how you prepare that way?
Absolutely. And I want to applaud you and your wife for doing us a favor. We have said that we would appreciate every family doing what they can to just send one person per family or household when they go do their grocery shopping. We know that's not always possible or the case, but that helps us maintain social distancing within the store, and make the shopping experience a little bit more normal or pleasurable for everyone who's coming out to visit us. But you're right. Very early on, we've been monitoring and planning for this since everything started to kind of evolve and unfold in China. And so it began with making sure our sanitation protocols were up to speed and enhanced. And then we continue to evolve the business to serve the needs of what this outbreak is serving to us and how we can keep everyone safe during this time. And so you mentioned several of those things that we've implemented in the store. First and foremost, we have a dedicated group of store partners called COVID Action Partners, and with a COVID Action Manager leading that group. So their daily job when they go into store is to ensure that both our partners and customers are practicing social distancing. You've probably seen a lot of those decals we now have on the floor, just encouraging that 6-foot distance. They are sanitizing all hard surfaces or high-use surfaces throughout the store on an ongoing basis. You'll see our fantastic cashiers taking breaks in between ringing up orders to sanitize the belt, to sanitize the keyboard, any interaction that they may have. And then the shields, of course, were one of the first things that we rolled out. That was a Texas-based company that we worked with to produce those plexiglass shields and install them in over 400 stores across the state, which is pretty phenomenal. And those shields really help protect not only our partner, but of course the customer. So that is in front of the partner who's checking you out, as well as behind them, to create that distance and barrier between the next person at the next checkout line. And then, of course, we have them at our pharmacy and our business center locations as well.
And I noticed a lot of other shoppers were starting to wear masks. And, of course, your partners are wearing masks and gloves as well.
Yeah, one thing you mentioned is this continues to evolve, and everyone who's providing an essential function during this time, we continue to evolve and innovate. And, of course, we rely heavily on recommendations from the CDC, from what the governor is suggesting here throughout the state of Texas. And last week, we began encouraging all partners to wear face masks. We worked really hard on sourcing face masks to get to our partners for them to wear while in stores, both face masks and gloves, I should say. And then, of course, there's some great tutorials online for how to make those at home, to either sew or just create one with a bandana, some really creative ways to make sure you have a face mask, and then sanitizing in between that if we're wearing those gloves and take them off between use. Of course, continuing to wash our hands is one of the best tools we have to prevent the spread of coronavirus as well. So everybody is doing their part to make sure that everyone else stays safe when you have to venture out and get something that you need.
And then when I got home, I was thinking, do I have to wipe all these bags of chips down and cans? And then what's funny is I was just thinking that, and then Clay Walker, country singer Clay Walker, he tweeted out that he went to the store for his family. When he got back, he said he spent like an hour wiping everything down. Is that something we need to do, or is that just?
Well, I think that's a really good point. And I would say, first and foremost, whatever makes you comfortable, I think you should go ahead and do that for your own peace of mind right now. The one thing that obviously put a lot of us at ease very early on was the World Health Organization and CDC letting us know that this is not something that's transmitted through food. It is transmitted through those particles. But one thing we always encourage, even in a very normal time, is rinse your produce off. And so if you want to take the extra step to take a disinfecting wipe and wipe down some packaging, it's certainly not going to hurt.
Right.
So, whatever makes you feel comfortable right now, I think is really important. And that rings true of everything that we're doing right
Should
now.
always wash produce anyway, like you said.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, absolutely. So.
All right. Well, what I love about HEB is just neighbors helping neighbors, Texans helping Texans. That's the beauty of the store. But putting our seniors out there first, and folks with ongoing health issues or health issues that they're dealing with prior to the coronavirus. Julie, can you tell us more about the senior helpline for seniors and how the seniors can take advantage and stay home?
Yeah. It was really important to us early on that we carry the message of, we don't want to put anybody at risk that doesn't need to be. So if you are one of these populations that the CDC and various healthcare leaders are saying is more at risk for contracting this, we want to keep you at home as much as possible. And so, of course, we have HEB home delivery and curbside. And that's one way to at least go contactless if you are placing an order that way. But we worked with Favor, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of HEB, and it's a delivery service. And we stood up 75 new markets for Favor. And just to put that into context, prior to the COVID-19 outbreak, just working our general operations and business with Favor, in about a year, we had launched 40 new markets. So as part of our rapid response and just how we're trying to innovate during this time, in 1 week, we launched in 75 new markets. And the primary catalyst behind this was having a mechanism in place to serve our seniors, to keep them at home and to keep them safe. So like you mentioned, Favor now has a senior support line, and you can order your groceries if you're over 60 years old in a couple different ways with them. You can download the app, or you can go to favordelivery.com and order off of the website. Or, of course, we know that everyone of all ages has different technological abilities. So if you're more comfortable picking up the phone and calling, we've got a 1-800 number too, where you can speak with someone live on the phone. And all of these deliveries are same-day deliveries for our seniors. So it's really important that we get them the necessities they need delivered to them that day, and that somebody is talking to them the entire time, communicating if we don't have a certain item or brand that they were looking for in stock. And so we've got a lot more details that we can share around the Favor delivery service as well.
Wow, that's just fantastic. Just hats off to HEB. So do you need runners, people to deliver these things? And if so, is that on a volunteer basis, or would the runners be compensated for that?
Yeah, so absolutely. As we launch in a new market, one of the most important things is having that workforce to support it. So it is a contractless, a contract delivery job. It is completely flexible with your own schedule. We were chatting earlier. It's like being an Uber driver. You set your schedule, and it's extra income in your pocket. So yes, you can get paid to be a favor runner, and you can make this work with your schedule and pick up different favors at your convenience as a runner. So we do have you can go to apply with us to be a runner, and it's a very quick process for getting onboarded as a runner with favor, and then you could immediately start earning some extra income. And when you're doing that, you're serving our seniors too, so it's kind of this feel good way to kind of give back to the community as well.
Once they deliver it, what do they leave it there at the door, or how do they kind of?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
That's a great point. So right now, I think with most businesses who provide this service, especially with us at Favor and at HEB, we've gone to completely contactless. So if you're getting HEB home delivery or Favor, that food or that product is going to be kept at your doorstep, and we'll call or text you to let you know it's there. But that eliminates any additional touch or contact with another individual. So it's one more step we can take to ensure social distancing.
Awesome, Julie. Awesome. That's great. We're visiting with Julie Bedingfield, HEB Public Affairs Manager, and we're going to come back, continue our conversation right after these.
Texas Hill Country Bank understands these are challenging times, and they want to assure you that your favorite bankers are still there to help via phone or email, and their bank remains strong and focused on their customers. With mortgage rates the lowest they've ever been, now may be the perfect time for you to refinance your home, or maybe you're looking for a low-interest loan for your business. They'd love to talk to you, and if you haven't already taken advantage of their mobile and online banking options, give them a call or visit them online, TexasHillCountryBank.com, where good people make good bankers. Member FDIC.
Cordially Invited, a special service for special events, anywhere in the Hill Country. Family and friends won't have to miss it after all. From the producers of Billy's.Live. CordiallyInvited.Live. Find us in all the familiar places.
Segner's Jewelers has been serving Fredericksburg and the Hill Country since 1937. We're thankful for the relationships we've built. Our community has weathered the test of time through the ups and downs. Segner's Jewelers supports the community during this difficult season. We will get through this. We are here to help any way we can. From our family to yours, God bless and keep the faith. Segner's Jewelers.
And we're back informing Fredericksburg. We are still in the Bell House B&B since they can't rent it out. They've been kind enough to let us set up a little studio in here. And today it's just myself, Paige Finley in the control room, and Caleb Dale working the camera. And we've got Julie Bedingfield, HEB Public Affairs Manager, on the show today. Glad you could do it. We talked a little bit about the Favor app. Is there a fee for the seniors through the app, or how is that going to work, or how does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so as we launched this senior support delivery service, one thing that was really important for us is for this first 30 days to waive the service and delivery fees that would normally be incurred on a favor. The one thing that you will still see is a $10 tip, and that money goes straight to the runner. So once again, those runners are out there. It's a job for them, and this is a one-of-a-kind personal shopping experience when you're using Favor, and the runner's ability to pick up the phone and have that conversation with you when they're right there in the aisle saying, we don't have this brand of bread that you asked for, but would you be okay with this or this, and really talking you through what it is you want and making sure we're delivering on that.
Nice.
And then, of course, as soon as we launched this, Texans being as generous and amazing as they are, we had several come forward and say, how can I cover the tip for a senior who may be in need or not able to pay that $10 tip? So we set up the senior support fund through that. And we've had some incredibly generous folks go there and donate the $10 tip so that the favor is not, the senior is not seeing that reflected on their grocery bill as well. So that's just part of Texans helping Texans. And we were really excited we could provide that opportunity. And I don't think since we've launched that, a senior has paid that $10 tip since.
Well, I know HEB takes care of their partners. I've got some friends that work here at the local Fredericksburg store, and it's just a wonderful company to work for. I also understand that the partners could be making a little extra money here during this COVID-19 crisis. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. So on March 16th, we launched what we're calling Texas Proud Pay, and it's exactly what you said. So for all of our hourly store, manufacturing, warehousing, transportation partners, these are all our frontline partners who are ensuring that the product is getting to the shelf so you can take it home. All of those partners are seeing an extra $2 an hour. We had originally offered that from March 16th through April 10th. Of course, we are still in the thick of this, so we've extended that pay for those partners as well. They'll continue to get that Texas Proud Pay now through May 10th, and we'll continue to monitor that. But it's important for us to make sure our partners know how vital they are right now. They still have smiles on their faces and so proud to be able to go to work and to do something that doesn't seem important, seems like something we could easily take for granted. But is so necessary right now during this time. So we couldn't be more proud to work with 120,000 amazing HEB partners. And Texas Proud Pay is one of the ways we can say thank you.
That's good. HEB takes care of their employees. That's how it should be. I love that. Hey, your dog just did a little photo bomb on us.
I know.
I love that. I was going to ask you what your dog's name is. That's awesome.
That's Fitz. Yeah, we'll see if he gets loud here in a second.
So, we mentioned HEB being all about community, and you mentioned Texans helping Texans quite often here in our conversation. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, Texans helping Texans is something that we wanted to rally behind, and we've been proud to see that used throughout the state, throughout social media. It's really something that we see playing out a lot digitally, but for us, it's got several components. Part of that was making sure we were launching the senior delivery service, but it also goes to the community investments we've made as a company. That's at the core of who we've been for 110 years. And so, of course, right now we know that not only is this a health issue that we're facing as a country, but it is absolutely an economical issue that we're facing. So very early on, we made a $3 million investment across the state to really support a bunch of the nonprofit organizations who are also on the front lines serving some disenfranchised populations. So a quick breakdown of that, more than $1 million was earmarked for Feeding Texas and 18 of the food banks that are part of the Feeding Texas network. We set aside $500,000 to support Meals on Wheels and similar organizations. I believe Golden Hub was one of the first organizations we reached out to in Fredericksburg before we had some other means at our disposal, like the senior support line to support those homebound seniors. And then $1 million for any nonprofit just needing additional funds because they're providing an emergency service, whether that be continued counseling or healthcare services, rental assistance for low income, et cetera. So it's really important for us to keep a pulse on what's happening in our communities. We're used to, during a time of disaster, getting trailers of water somewhere, getting food where it needs to go. This is a different disaster, and we're all having to respond differently. But we want our communities to know we're still here for them, and we're going to find new solutions for how we support them. The other part of Texans helping Texans is that everybody plays a role. So in ways where we may not be able to traditionally go out and volunteer because our partners are picking up extra shifts in stores, encouraging a neighbor to check in on their elderly neighbor, encouraging a nonprofit who provides art services to put out coloring pages for parents to download off the internet and have their kids color. We've seen so many different things of encouraging family time at home, cooking recipes, and sharing that content with the hashtag Texans Helping Texans.
You bet, absolutely, and that's fantastic. And I find it amazing too. There's been maybe a handful of HEB employees that have gotten the COVID-19 virus. That's amazing to me, because as many people as your stores as a whole, if you break down Texas as a whole, every store, man, they're in contact with a lot of people. That's just amazing. And I find that amazing. So y'all are doing a great job. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, once again, I think I started off by saying we're very proud to be considered an essential business right now and to be able to keep our doors open serving Texans. But we know that employing 120,000 partners,
Whoa.
we're not going to be immune to this. And we want our customers to know that our high levels of sanitation, the stores are deep cleaned every night, and of course sanitized throughout the day. We've put countless measures in place to ensure that there is very little time of interaction and that physical distance and social distancing in place to really ensure that we are not spreading this within our stores. But we're going to take care of any partner who may find themselves contracting COVID-19, and we've extended medical leave to where anyone who is out because of that is going to get paid during that time. But like we said, we know we won't be immune to it, but we're going to do everything we can to flatten the curve ourselves, and making sure that we're slowing the spread.
Amen. You're doing a fantastic job. We're going to take one more break, come back, and we've got a couple of more questions for you, Julie. We're visiting with Julie Bedingfield, HEB Public Affairs Manager, and we'll be back with more Informing Fredericksburg right after these.
Toch Well Service will take care of all your water well needs that come after drilling. They specialize in water pump installation and repairs, servicing windmills, solar pumps, jets, submersible pumps, and pressure tanks. Toch Well Service has been in business since 2002 with 83 years combined experience. Their entire staff is dedicated to their customers. Toch Well Service supports all men and women in the United States military and first responders. Toch Well Service, 830-997-2413. On the web, hillcountrywaterwell.com, and look for them on Facebook.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Vantage Amy, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
Fredericksburg Trade Days wants to encourage everyone to stay healthy and be kind to your neighbors. When we get through this, we look forward to seeing you each month out on our little hill. Remember, water seeks its own level. So be what you want those around you to be. Visit us, FBGTradeDays.com. That's FredericksburgTradeDays.com. Check us out on Facebook. God bless, and we will get through this.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Texas Hill Country Bank understands these are challenging times, and they want to assure you that your favorite bankers are still there to help via phone or email, and their bank remains strong and focused on their customers. With mortgage rates the lowest they've ever been, now may be the perfect time for you to refinance your home. Or maybe you're looking for a low-interest loan for your business. They'd love to talk to you. And if you haven't already taken advantage of their mobile and online banking options, give them a call or visit them online, TexasHillCountryBank.com, where good people make good bankers. Remember it.
Thanks for joining us on Informing Fredericksburg. J.D. Rose visiting with Julie Bedingfield, HEB Public Affairs Manager. And we all know the stellar job HEB's been doing throughout this COVID-19 crisis, and we certainly appreciate it. Julie, I'm going to give you, since we're wrapping up the program, I'm just going to turn things over to you and just let you kind of finish off with some final thoughts that you may have.
Oh, wonderful. Well, first, I want to thank you all for all you're doing to inform Texans during this time. I think information sharing is so crucial and critical right now. And this is something unlike what any of us have ever faced in our times. I know there's some incredible stories about survivors of the Spanish flu who are giving us their wisdom now. But we want to thank all of our customers for their patience and for continuing to shop with us, whether they're utilizing HEB curbside or home delivery. For anyone trying out Favor for the first time, we welcome the feedback on that and know that we are excited to be in Fredericksburg and providing that service. Once again, we talked a lot about the senior line, but that's available from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. And just really everybody doing their part to practice social distancing, practice amazing hygiene, and slowing the spread, and know that we are open for business and we have planned for this for the long term. We will continue to evolve to face whatever the situation continues to bring our way. It's certainly keeping us all on our toes.
All right. Well, you're doing a fantastic job up to this point. Epic, actually. So, well, God bless you, Julie. Julie Bedingfield, HEB Public Affairs Manager. Thank you for joining us on Informing Fredericksburg today. It was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much. Y'all be healthy and stay safe.
All right. And to everybody out there, God bless you. I'm going to throw this at the camera, and I want a window crashing sound. Can we do that? That wasn't very effective. God bless you, folks. Adios.